It's a great machine with solid mechanicals. Have a listen to this. We found this absolute gem, 1976 F-100 truck hiding out in the sticks. We bought it, drove it back to the workshop, and now we're going to restore it. This example is a 6th generation version of the F-100, and it first hit the roads back in 1953. It's fitted with a 351 cubic inch V8, and this baby has got plenty of grunt. Fitted with a 4-speed gearbox, she's a bit of a handful, and the clutch will build up the muscles in your left leg so much, you'll start walking in circles. Like many F-100s of this vintage, rust is a big problem, and this truck's got plenty. So what we're going to do is give this beast a complete bodywork makeover, while making sure that the mechanicals are rock solid. We'll take you on the journey with us, and provide you with some great hints and tips, and show you the techniques and the products to make sure you get the job done right. Now, let's get to work.
Now what better place to show off this car than the Deni Ute Muster? But if we're going to take it to Deni, we need to get the truck finished in time. It's going to come up quick, so we need to get moving. This car's pretty old, and it's had its fair share of work done to it. All the bolts were oddly sized and nothing seemed to match. There was plenty of tough bolts to undo as well, but thanks to Brunox Turbo Spray, we managed to undo some pretty seized and rusted bolts. Brunox Turbo Spray is a moisture repelling fluid that penetrates, cleans, lubricates and removes rust and prevents corrosion. It's an absolute lifesaver for us, you gotta have a can in the shed. The F-100 was pretty easy to take apart, however there are a few things that had us baffled. One that stuck out was the fuel tanks on either side of the cab. We initially thought there were 4 bolts holding each tank on, with the 2 on the outside blocked by the lip of the cab. As you can see, we decided to cut a couple holes around so that we could undo these bolts. However, it was only 2 long bolts that held each of them on that went straight through the chassis. It makes sense, but it outsmarted us. Now we've got to weld up these holes and get back on with the build. Next up, we need to take out the engine. It still runs, however there's a heap of leaks and problems that we need to take care of. And if we want to make it to Deni, we need to get it working smoothly. So we're going to send it off for a full engine rebuild. As you saw before, we cut these holes in the side of the cab, which now we're going to weld them up and repair them. Now we've repaired the cab, it's time to strip the panels down to bare metal. going to get the rest of the panels sandblasted, but to show you that you can do it yourself, we're going to hand sand and treat the panels for rust using Brunox epoxy primer so that we don't have to cut out the rust. For surface rust like this, Brunox epoxy is perfect. So we're going to show you how to treat rust at home and simply neutralise the surface while keeping volume in the panels.
We need to make sure the rust does not come back. And this is where Brunox comes in. It's specially formulated to treat any remaining rust and prevent the formation of any new rust. Even though it contains epoxy resin, we don't need to add a hardener. It's ready to use straight out of the can. Now, with the Brunox, you can roll it on, you can paint it with a brush, or you can spray it. And we're going to spray it. Okay, so we need to apply 3 to 4 coats of this with about 2 hours drying time in between each coat. Initial drying time is about 2 hours. What we're going to do is leave it for a full 24 hours and allow it to cure before we work on it. You can see already it's turning a nice dark purple, and after 24 hours that would have gone completely black.
Make sure to not sand Brunox down as it will reduce its ability to seal moisture. Brunox epoxy is a rust prevention, rust converter and epoxy primer all in one. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss the next episode. We took the F-100 apart and started to strip the panels and complete some rust repairs. If you have any questions about the products used this episode, please leave us a comment down below. Next week we're going to prime the panels ready to fill all the dings and dents, as well as rust converting the chassis and giving it a coat in Raptor to make it look brand new again.